실전 모의고사 2회 1번 대화를 듣고 남자의 마지막 말에 대한 여자의 응답으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
I'm going to resign as president of the club. I'm just too busy.
I understand that. You've been president for 2 years. We'll never find a president that will work as hard as you did.
That's not true. There are a lot of members who can do a better job than I did. How about you?
(2번) 대화를 듣고 여자의 마지막 말에 대한 남자의 응답으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
There's a surprise party for Mr. Brown after work today.
Oh yeah? That's great. I'm heading to his office right now.
Well, don't let on that you know about the party, okay?
(3번) 다음을 듣고 남자가 하는 말의 목적으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
I'd like to say a couple of words today about our accident and emergency procedures. Above all, these are serious subjects, so please listen carefully. Firstly, fires. The hotel has regular fire drills, so please find out where the assembly points are for your area. We test the alarms regularly, and you must keep the fire exits clear at all times. Secondly, accidents. We must keep the hotel clean and tidy at all times, as guests could trip on torn carpets or slip on dirty floors. If you see an accident, find a staff member trained in first aid. We have several who are trained in first aid, and their names are at the reception. Please read the list carefully. Now, are there any questions? Okay.
(4번) 대화를 듣고 두 사람이 하는 말의 주제로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Thanks for dropping by to see your old grandma.
Of course. Anytime, Grandma. Say, what are all those papers and stuff?
These newspaper stories are why I have called you over here. Have you ever heard of fair trade?
Free trade? Sure.
No, fair trade, not free trade. It helps poor people when they sell their products to rich nations.
Well, that sounds like a good idea. And?
So, when you and your friends buy your lattes, do you buy them at fair trade coffee shops?
No, I have never thought about it.
Check carefully. Fair trade coffee shops always display this label in the window. Now it's up to you.
Gee, if I can change and you can change, then we all can change.
You're right.
(5번) 대화를 듣고 남자의 의견으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
This is your last year in high school, right?
Yeah, and now I'm so busy with university applications.
Well, don't get too stressed. I wish you could choose a good university by just relaxing and taking your time with each application.
Well, I can't. Actually, I can't even decide which schools to apply to.
Just don't apply to too many. It's a waste of time and money.
I'm also having a hard time with my personal statement.
I suggest you write about something that shows how unique you are so the university can see your amazing potential.
Really? I was thinking of talking about my achievements in high school.
If you want to impress the admissions officers, you must be different from the other students, and the personal statement is your opportunity to stand out.
That makes sense. Thank you for the advice.
(6번) 대화를 듣고 두 사람의 관계를 가장 잘 나타낸 것을 고르시오.
Can you help me? I need to get change for this $50 bill.
Certainly. Are you paying for something? I can give you change when I ring you up.
No, I just need change, and I don't know if there's a bank anywhere close. If you'll tell me where one is, I can go there.
It's no problem. I'd be happy to change it for you, but I have to have a reason to open the cash register.
Okay, then I'll have a bottle of water and a package of raisins.
Sure. Thank you for understanding.
No problem. I've worked part-time in the summer in several different stores, so I know how it goes.
Surprisingly, some people aren't as nice about it as you.
Really? I don't know how getting upset about it would help.
It doesn't. One man said the policy was ridiculous and that he'd never shop here again. My friend works at the hotel down the street and said he's experienced some pretty mean customers too.
Wow, that's too bad.
I know, but some people just react differently, I guess.
7번. 대화를 듣고 그림에서 대화의 내용과 일치하지 않는 사람을 고르시오.
Teresa, do you know my cousin Mike? He's over there.
I don't know him. Who's he? Is he the boy in a white shirt standing in front of the goal?
Do you mean the tall boy with a whistle? He's a referee. Mike is standing in front of the goal post with some other boys.
Oh, there seems to be two teams. One has black uniforms and the other has striped uniforms. Is he the boy shooting the puck with his stick now?
No, he isn't. Mike's standing with his stick toward the goalpost.
You mean the boy in the black uniform in front of the goalkeeper?
No, he's wearing the same uniform as the boy who is shooting.
Oh, I see. He is standing with his left hand upwards, isn't he?
Yes, that's right. He's Mike.
Wow, he's very tall and looks cool. Look at that boy in a black uniform. He is hitting Mike's stick with his stick. Isn't it a penalty?
Yes, it's a penalty.
8번. 대화를 듣고 남자가 여자를 위해 할 일로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Hi, Patrick. What are you doing this afternoon?
Hi, Janet. I have to do a few errands. How about you?
I'm supposed to meet my friends at the department store. By the way, what errands do you have to do?
Well, I guess first I have to pick up some files for Dad at the copy center and drop them off at his office.
Well, that's only 2 places. That won't take long.
No, but I also promised Mom that I'd go to the dry cleaners for her and get some groceries at the store.
You have to go grocery shopping? You mean at Joe's? Oh, that is near the department store. Can't you drop me off at the department store first?
Okay, I guess I could leave you at the department store before I go to the grocery store, but I need to do the other errands first. Is it okay?
Sure. Thanks, Patrick. I really appreciate it.
No problem.
9번. 대화를 듣고 렌터카에 관해 두 사람이 언급하지 않은 것을 고르시오.
What kind of car is this?
It's a Star LTD. It's the most popular SUV these days.
How much does it cost to rent this car for 2 weeks?
It'll be $130 per week. I think it's a fair price, looking at the condition of the car.
Are there any other charges that I have to pay to rent the car?
Well, there will be a deposit, which you need to pay when you rent it. You'll get your deposit back when you return the car.
How much is the deposit then?
If you are renting it for more than a week, then it is 150% of the rental charge, so it'll amount to $390.
Just wondering, but when was this car manufactured?
It was manufactured in 2012.
I have one last query. I see that there are a couple of stains and burn marks on the back seat. Can you replace the back seat?
I can't replace the back seat, but I'll tell you what. I'll supply you with new seat covers.
Okay.
10번. 대화를 듣고 남자가 지불할 금액을 고르시오.
Good afternoon, LK Telephone Company. How can I help you today?
Yes, hi. I want a new phone line installed in my home.
Okay, we can have our technician go to your home either on Wednesday or Friday between 1 and 3 to install the line.
Sorry, but nobody will be at home then. Can't we do it during the weekend sometime?
Yes, but it will be a little more expensive.
How much is the installation charge?
It's $30 on weekdays, but it costs $20 extra during the weekend. And you have to pay 10% tax.
That's all right. I don't mind paying a little bit more.
Okay, what about Sunday morning?
That is also hard for me. Saturday is better.
Very well. One of our technicians will go to your home in the morning then. Just remember that you will also have to pay the weekend fee and 10% tax.
I understand. Thanks for your help.
(11번) 피너츠에 관한 다음 내용을 듣고 일치하지 않는 것을 고르시오.
Do you like peanuts? Peanuts originated in South America and have been cultivated since ancient times. The peanut was brought into America during the slave trade days from Africa, where it is said to have been introduced by early explorers. It seems to do well on well-drained sandy soils. Traditionally, production has been in the southern United States and in the warm areas of South America, Africa, and Asia. Throughout the world, peanuts are mainly grown for their edible oil. However, in the U.S., they are mostly produced for grinding into peanut butter. Americans use half the harvested crop for this purpose. The other half is used for other purposes, such as roasted nuts, salted nuts, and for use in candy and bakery products. Only a small percentage of the U.S. product is crushed for oil.
(12번) 다음 표를 보면서 대화를 듣고 남자가 선택할 여행을 고르시오.
Good morning. How can I help you?
What trips are planned for this term?
Well, the first one is St. Ives. That's on the 18th of February, and we have only 16 available seats because we're going by minibus. And next, there's a Bath trip on the 25th of February, and we can take 18 people.
Sorry, but our party is 20.
Oh, then there's Bristol on the 3rd of March. That's in a minibus with 25 available places, and there is an optional visit.
We're scheduled to take an English test on the 5th of March. Are there any trips after March 5th?
Sure, there are 2 trips. One is to Salisbury on the 10th of March, and the other is to London on the 17th of March.
What's the difference between the two? Can you tell me?
Yes, the trip to Salisbury is always popular because the optional visit is Stonehenge, so we're taking the large coach with 40 seats.
Oh, good.
And the other one to London is in a 35-seater coach, but it has no optional visit.
Okay, I'll take the one with optional visit.
Okay, thank you.
(13번) 대화를 듣고 남자의 마지막 말에 대한 여자의 응답으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Tech World. Can I help you with anything?
Hi, I'm thinking about getting a new mobile phone, but I'm having a hard time choosing one.
You've come to the right place. We have the largest coverage area.
How about the quality of the reception? I heard it is not so good.
No, you can talk anywhere at any time without being worried about losing reception. Believe me.
That's great. So what kind of calling plans do you offer?
We have calling plans starting at $20 per month. That comes with 400 free minutes. Plus, you get to talk after 7 p.m. for free.
That sounds perfect for me. How much are your phones?
I can actually get you a phone for free if you agree to sign up for a 1-year contract.
(14번) 대화를 듣고 여자의 마지막 말에 대한 남자의 응답으로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
I haven't seen you around. Are you a new employee?
Yeah, this is my first day. My name is Scott Adams. Nice to meet you.
Welcome, and nice to meet you. My name is Nicole Ramsey. How's your first day here?
It's been a hectic day. As a matter of fact, I don't know what I should do.
I know how you feel. Have you looked around the office?
No, I haven't. Could you show me where things are kept?
I'd be happy to. I can fill you in on some other things you should know.
That's very kind of you. I do have one question. How long have you worked here?
I've been here almost 10 years.
Oh, then you know your way around.
Yes, I do. And I can get you up to speed quickly.
(15번) 다음 상황 설명을 듣고 토니가 잭에게 할 말로 가장 적절한 것을 고르시오.
Tony is looking for a new apartment with his picky roommate Jack. And this is the 6th apartment they've looked at today. They are starting to get tired and a little bit angry with each other because they can't seem to agree on anything. The apartment Tony is looking at now is warm and comfortable. And Tony is satisfied at the size of the apartment, the closet space, the kitchen, etc. At first, Jack agrees that the apartment is nice, but soon he begins to notice problems. And finally, Jack says it looks like this apartment won't be adequate. But Tony thinks the apartment is very nice and the price is right. In this situation, what would Tony say to Jack?
(16번부터 17번까지는 두 번 들려줍니다. 16번과 17번 다음을 듣고 물음에 답하시오.
Have you heard of active listening? It is a communication technique that requires the listener to feed back what he hears to the speaker. Here are some guidelines for listening well. First, have time to train yourself for active listening. Keep in mind that active listening is a kind of skill which cannot be acquired for nothing. It requires training, therefore it will also require time. Second, be silent. Do not give in to the temptation to dispute or defend. The speaker has the floor and deserves to be heard. Third, send signals. Maintaining eye contact is key. Nodding your head or smiling once in a while shows attention. If the speaker knows he has your attention, he will be more confident in relaying his ideas. Finally, ask questions. Don't feel embarrassed about not understanding. This is your opportunity to clarify any and all issues that may be confusing. If you think you understand, but still need a bit more reassurance, repeat the speaker's remarks. This shows that you listened and how much you were able to grasp.
다시 한번 듣겠습니다.
Have you heard of active listening? It is a communication technique that requires the listener to feed back what he hears to the speaker. Here are some guidelines for listening well. First, have time to train yourself for active listening. Keep in mind that active listening is a kind of skill which cannot be acquired for nothing. It requires training, therefore it will also require time. Second, be silent. Do not give in to the temptation to dispute or defend. The speaker has the floor and deserves to be heard. Third, send signals. Maintaining eye contact is key. Nodding your head or smiling once in a while shows attention. If the speaker knows he has your attention, he will be more confident in relaying his ideas. Finally, ask questions. Don't feel embarrassed about not understanding. This is your opportunity to clarify any and all issues that may be confusing. If you think you understand, but still need a bit more reassurance, repeat the speaker's remarks. This shows that you listened and how much you were able to grasp.
16번. 남자가 하는 말의 목적으로 가장 적절한 것은? 17번. 남자가 제시한 방법으로 언급되지 않은 것은?